And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Nice weather, 62 now as we wait for a high. I think about 86, Odie.
It's going to be nice today. A little fog out there this morning. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, but still be cautious as you drive to work this morning or wherever it is you may be going.
So when do y'all do the pumpkin carving? You do that, or do you just
I love
plastic?
pumpkin carving. No, I've got the design, and I sit there and do them up. I love to carve a pumpkin.
I'm not sure if those are real behind us or what it is, but fall is officially here. We're 30 days away from kids having the most wonderful time of the year. They love
kids.
Halloween. It's candy. It's what it's all about.
That's one of my favorite
Did you
times.
see the ghost on my front porch this morning?
No.
You need to go over and see it. It dances.
It dances?
Yeah. Similar to Santa, but it's definitely a ghost.
I'm going to be down south this year for Halloween.
Going down there to bother them?
I'm going to be in Progresso celebrating a
That's
Day of the
Noodles, isn't
Dead concert ceremony.
Now back up, explain that to me again now. What now?
In Progresso. I'll be in South America.
What are you going to South America for?
Halloween.
Are you on a cruise or something?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you just say I'm going on a cruise?
Because I'm...
Thought that was noodles or something. Isn't that some Progresso noodles?
Well, yeah, and they sell soup too.
All right. Odie on a cruise. So good luck
Yeah.
with your cruise there.
You going to go with me one day?
Nope.
You don't have to go outside and look at the water.
I'm good. I'd be one of those. I've never been on one. I've been on a yacht. It was okay, but you can't get off once you get on. It's just too bad.
Well, I mean, you can.
You get left at a port. If your wife is slow or you are slow, don't get off. Just stay on the boat.
Well, as long as you're faster than her, we can wave when you leave.
But I see those stories, and then they go, well, I left my wallet. I have no way to pay for anything. I'd be that dude.
Oh, no. If you're at the port and you don't make back to the ship and the ship's going to leave you,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, they leave your stuff for you, too.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
They empty your room out and leave it out there on the dock and say, see you later, alligator.
Did not know
I've got
all
a
that.
friend that was left like that one time.
Wasn't Barry, was it?
No, it wasn't Barry.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Learning all this stuff there.
Yeah. Don't be late. Ship time. Go by ship time, not your time. And get there an hour and a half early. There's nothing like getting up to the top of the deck and watching the pier runners as they come back.
I bet it is pier runners. Hey, don't forget tonight, and I'm not sure America will make a big fuss about this or not, but it usually is not that big of a deal. We will have the vice presidents dueling it out tonight, the two candidates for a debate tonight. Do you project this to be anything big? There's not going to be any outcome. I don't see anybody that would base who they're going to vote on over the vice president.
Well, go back to when, what's her name from Alaska was running for vice president under Kane.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. She was the reason I voted for John McCain.
He's hard to vote for, period.
Exactly. So, but I do believe that people are going to be watching this. I don't know if it's going to sway a lot of people. I'm hoping they watch it and see what kind of nutcase this Tim Walz is, and then that will sway some people.
But, somebody brought this up the other day, and we were all, before Trump had made his announcement who it would be, he is never going to pick somebody that has a huge presence because he doesn't want to be overshadowed by anybody. He always chooses a no-name that you go, who? I've never heard of J.D. Vance, and I understand he wrote a book. He may be a nice guy, but I don't know really.
He's got a movie. I hadn't watched it yet. I do want
Hillbilly Trilogy or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I hadn't seen it, but it is out there. But again, Trump always picks that guy that you've never heard of because he doesn't want anything that would I hate to say it, pun here, but would trump him.
I mean, that's true. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. That's just the way he is. But that will happen tonight. So if you're looking for something to watch tonight, do that. I was teasing Odie a minute ago. Ashton Kutcher is terrified of these pictures that are going to come out of him and P. Diddy hanging out together by pools and things.
Everybody in Hollywood is scared right now.
The extent of this, these two, him and that the
Weinstein.
movie, yeah, they are not the only two. There are more and more, and I urge, because so many parents have to deal with their child leaving and chasing that dream to go to Hollywood. There are bad people in Hollywood, and let me also say this: there's bad people in Nash Vegas. You send your child off to go to this and become a star. There's people that take advantage of, even in big positions. Be careful. It is nothing wrong with staying very close to your children as they head off for these adventures. Don't let them be taken advantage of. Seen some of that stuff.
My wife just corrected me. You believe that?
Was she correcting you?
We're going to Mexico, not South America.
I ain't going to either one, so.
You can get there by airplane.
Man, I know, y'all don't take this wrong, but I can remember being about 7 years old. We went to California, and my uncle lived in San Diego, and we went down to the border. Was it Tijuana? I ain't never forgot it. I ain't never wanted to go back. What I saw there was like, y'all can have it. I'm going back to America. Cars jumping up and down, beans jumping up and down, and everywhere you step, somebody trying to say you something. I thought, this ain't for me.
Oh, you had some Mexican jumping beans?
Yeah, y'all remember what I'm talking about? And that was the first time I ever saw a car that would go jump. They were doing that. And I'm like, wow. But again, I've lost nothing there. Now, I understand there's ports that you go into that are really, really nice.
Yeah, it's a different kind of
scenery
deal. Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to be left, so.
Get back on time.
Just a few small thoughts there of what goes on with it. Let's see here. Who is this Antonio Brown football player? Anybody know him? He's really got it bad against Taylor Swift. He's made another vile post about her, and woof, we can't even repeat what he said.
So what is he mad because she, whether you like her or not, because I don't care for her, you give her due, she's good at what she does. But what is he mad because she's actually selling more jerseys than that dude is, and she don't even play football?
Let me ask this also, because I saw the clip of the guy that buys the Taylor Swift guitar. He wins at an auction for $4,000 and then destroys it. Why? I didn't understand his point. Apparently, he doesn't like Taylor Swift, and he bid at the auction and got it for $4,000, and then walks up to accept it, takes a hammer, and whoops up on it.
I might not like her, but if I see that's a good deal on a guitar and I had $4,000 to spend and I think it's an investment, which it would be, why not get it, wrap it up, stick it somewhere, and wait 10 years and sell the thing for more money?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Whether you hate her or like her or what.
Man, I didn't understand that. And maybe there's more to that story than I realized, but I sat back going, so what?
Yeah. And we call those people voters.
Yeah.
That's the other scary part.
You're absolutely right. Do y'all remember why? And I think most ladies and even guys have seen it. Dirty Dancing. Patrick Swayze, yeah. Mr. Smooth, the lake resort where they went and they done the dancing and all that. Yep. It's been totally destroyed by the storm that went through there. All that area is gone now. Because I'd read not long ago that inn was finally going to close. Apparently it ain't there no more. It looks like it is in North Carolina is where that was.
I've been wanting to say something, but then I've been holding my tongue and not really wanting to say anything. You and Greg been doing
that dirty dancing thing where you catch him.
No. Could you think I could pick him up?
I'm just asking.
Me like a moon pie that he's always.
You've been wearing a tutu and you want to come out?
Yeah, you ought to see his. But you know, all this is going on. Prayers for everybody out there. There's nothing more devastating than what's going on in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee. All that. I am so sorry, and I hate that you're having to deal with it. And prayers for everyone. Let me tell you, emergencies start local. Then you ask the state to come in and help you. And then the state asked the federal government to come in and help.
Because there is talk about somebody not
They're
doing something, isn't it?
not doing something. And the federal government's going to be, if they just all of a sudden come into your state and say, I'm going to take this over, that's wrong. That's not right.
State has to ask.
State has to ask. I have to get a local emergency started. Then we're asking the state to do one. Then the state does an emergency. And then it reaches the federal government. The way it's set up is you can't ask for it until it comes through. You can ask them, put them on a standby, but you have to reach qualifications.
So much damage before you
So
can ask
much
for help.
damage before they can come in and help you. Yes, I hate that everybody's going through this, but boy, here I am trying to take up from FEMA and the federal government, but it's not their place to be exactly on the interstate in a convoy waiting to come up in your area to fix everything. Government's not going to fix everything.
I saw a headline of people complaining that the government do anything. It's steps is why that happened.
It is.
There
It
you go.
is.
Protocols,
And I hate to see
Austin.
it. Protocols. I hate to see people starting to down FEMA and the federal government and the local government for stuff that's not happening, because there's certain ways.
What do you
it's
call
got
it?
to be
Sensationalizing a story? Is that what it's called?
done. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I just, it goes back to personal responsibility. And in that aspect, you were not expecting Asheville, North Carolina to be completely wiped out by a flood. It's just unheard of. And what they're going through was pure devastation, and my heart just, oh my gosh, my heart goes out to each and every single one of them, and I wish there was something that we could do. But
People are helping as they can.
people are doing what they can do to help.
Coming up,
it's
we
tough.
got Friendsgiving, chili. All this stuff's coming to Meridian. We're going to tell you about it. Michelle and Ashley are in the studio today. They got pretty smiles that look better than me and Odie. And we're going to share those with you in just a second. We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we mentioned Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Think, well, what is that? It's first annual. Let me show you a picture here first before we go to the ladies. This is it. They're going to have a walk and all types of cooking. So this is what it is, downtown Meridian, as we switch the cameras. And ladies, welcome.
Good morning.
This is Michelle, and then we've also got Ashley. Now, how did this come about? Who does it benefit, and what's it all about here?
Well, it's benefiting two nonprofits. The first one is one that me and Ashley actually started together. It's called the Empower Kids Foundation. Our goal is to help families with children with disabilities purchase medical equipment that's been denied by their insurance. So things like...
and it's more of that than you know, isn't it?
Yes, it's a lot more. They may pay for a wheelchair, but they probably won't pay for a ramp. So then how do we get the kid inside the house? Or Some insurances won't pay for a bath chair once they get to a certain age. They don't consider that medically necessary
Really?
anymore. And then as the kid gets bigger, it's very easy to put them in their car seat when they're 3. But what about when they're 15? It's much harder to get them in the car if they're not able to do it themselves, and they will not pay for a van that's wheelchair accessible. So,
And y'all tell me this, because when it comes to that wheelchair, a van like that is major expensive, isn't it?
it is expensive.
Yes.
It's a huge expense, and most families can't just pay for that. So then you either have a child or an adult being left at home, or they're having to figure out some kind of care situation so the caregiver can go to work, or the caregiver doesn't go to work anymore. And then that's also a financial burden on that family as well.
And most of us in situations like you don't see it every day,
Right.
So it doesn't involve you. But trust me, with my driving around, I see a lot of different things of people, the efforts they go through to get somewhere, and this really brings that to light.
Yeah, so that's kind of where we started. I'm a physical therapist. I work with Ashley at Meridian Pediatric Extended Care, so we work
So
together.
you are those two mean people that after you have surgery, that come drag you out and
Yeah,
force
that's
you
me.
to
Stretch your legs and all that stuff.
no, I don't want
me.
to do it.
That's what I do. So I do a lot of the equipment side, and then Ashley kind of helps me with the talking to the parents and getting approval for kids that are actually in our facility. So Empower Kids kind of came out of frustration of not being able to get all the equipment that certain kids need. And so I called Ashley and I was like, we need to do something about that. So
So team-wise, as you mentioned it, November the 16th is when this will happen, downtown Meridian, near the train station in the Max.
Yes.
How does it? What's happening the first part of the day?
So the first part of the day is going to be our Harvest Fest. This is going to be a kid-friendly, sensory-friendly, adaptive-friendly festival for our friends of all ages, all abilities. We'll start the day off at the Max with a color run that is completely adaptive. So our friends with wheelchairs, walkers, of all ages, adults and kids, can participate in this. We're partnering with the Spot. The Spot is helping us make this as sensory friendly as possible for this community. We'll end the color walk in the courtyard of the Max, and we'll have bounce houses, resource vendors, live music that is sensory friendly, which is just a softer playing. Grayson Culpepper, Brittany Campbell, those are two of our people that will be playing at the Harvest Fest. And they're working with us to make everything as sensory friendly as possible for these families. We'll have food trucks. We'll have
photo ops,
photo opportunities.
activities like yard games, crafts, things like that.
So no matter what the disability is, there's going to be something for each and every child or each and every person that is having to deal with a disability.
Yes,
that
that's
they
our
can
goal.
participate in a fun run. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Right.
Yeah.
We're even providing wheelchair accessible transportation from designating parking downtown to our event all day long, to the Harvest Fest and the chili cook-off.
What about the chili cook-off here? What's
Yeah,
the deal?
now
How do you
the
enter
food.
that, and what do you do?
So it's at Singing Brakeman Park. It's a ticketed event from 3 to 6 p.m. The cook-off will start much earlier in the day. Our sign-up links are active. It's a 4-person team, and each team gets aprons, and their disposable items will be provided to them, like their bowls, their spoons, their napkins. And then, they'll be competing in a traditional category and a home style category, so they can choose that at sign-up. And then they'll be competing for first place prizes in both categories of $1,000 and in
Wow.
second place of
Wow.
$300. And then we will also, everyone that comes in with the ticket can choose their People's Choice. So there will be a People's Choice winner. And if you decorate your tent, there will be a Team Spirit Award as well.
Lots going on there. So,
Yes.
as I pulled this up earlier, here's your Facebook. Do you go to this to the .com here to find out more about it?
So that is the Spot's website.
Okay.
We do have a link on their website directly to all the links and information, but all of our links are posted on Facebook.
Okay.
So the Chili Cook-Off is underneath that Chili Cook-Off post. The Color Walk, if you'll pre-register ahead of time, you get a free T-shirt. So that link is posted. Our tickets are posted in the Chili Cook-Off.
Hey, y'all thought ahead, didn't you?
We tried.
Yeah. So the rules for the chili cook-off, all that stuff's located on your Facebook page. They can go to your Facebook page.
Yes, and get to all the
there,
links. And then once you sign up for a team, you'll get a confirmation email, which will also have a lot more details of setup, when we're starting, because we're not allowing any prep ahead of time. So we will have a prep hour from 9 to 10, and then burners start at 10 a.m. And then judging will
Y'all
start.
allowing chili beans in this?
So you do if you're in home style or in tradition. Which one
Yeah.
is it? One of traditional
I think it's
doesn't.
traditional.
Traditional, I don't think allows beans. Home style, I believe, does. There is a definition, and it's real. Yeah.
Did you know about this?
Yes.
No.
No, I'm learning.
Yes,
Chili
there
and-
is a differentiation between the two. I did not know that either
Well, I was
until we
curious of
started.
what that two was. I thought I had no idea.
Is there a telephone number to call? Is this it listed here on
It's
the
listed
Facebook page?
on our page. You can contact us at the spot. You can, if you go to the Empower Kids Foundation or the Spots page, they both have phone numbers and emails, so you can contact us directly. You can message us on Facebook, comment on our post, and we'll get back to you.
All right, well, we look forward to it, and we'll be there in November to test out
Such a
this chili.
great call. The food, now that's just.
Yeah.
But to bring in something that's for all kids, no matter what age, that's going through a disability to participate in stuff, that's awesome, man. And kudos to y'all for putting this together.
Thank you. We
We're really
appreciate y'all
excited.
coming by.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back as this morning travels along. Already 7:21. Be careful. Could be some light fog where you are.
Yeah.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back, Scotty Ray along with Odie. If you were traveling south of Meridian yesterday afternoon, you think, well, that's peculiar. There used to be a light pole there.
Yeah.
There
where'd it
did.
go?
Here's the first pictures that we got of the incident there where a car flipped yesterday afternoon. This would be near the White Castle, Penn Road, but right before you get to it. Coming out, it's still two-lane there. And Odie, we went there live, and let me pull this up there after it gets loaded here. It major damage to it as we pull this up. We're going to say that I don't know if that can be fixed anymore.
That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, it is. As Odie says, that can't be buffed out. That happened, and just to show you, right there is the missing light pole.
Ow.
Yeah, it's gone with the wind, as they say.
Yeah.
That's right before that driveway that says "Beware of dog." That's why I parked down the hill, because I was aware.
You thought they'd come out there at you, huh?
Yes, sir, Bob. I respect them old German Shepherds. Let the
what's on
police
the
park up there.
Yeah.
So I don't think there were any major injuries. There were some minor injuries that dealt with that. We were fortunate on that. And on the way there, I found out, well, there's another wreck. You had the choice of where you're going. So I went to Poplar Springs Drive first. And this looked worse than it was. This, I think, ended up, Odie, being a medical issue where they ran off the road and hit a little something there. And as you look at that, there's where the car is pulled over and all the firemen are helping out at the car. But I think it was some type of medical issue that may have caused that little, and it wasn't bad, the actual
could have
accident.
been worse. But,
Yes.
yeah.
So that's what was going on Poplar Springs Drive. If you heard all of the sirens and police screaming by, that's what happened. Now, another thing that went on yesterday was the FedEx man. Oof, my foot. And I was very careful with the pictures that I put here because of it had just happened. And the FedEx truck parked here. I'm assuming Mr. FedEx walked, and we do actually have the entire video, but he walked across the road and then a car ran over his foot. And he's saying the sore toe this morning.
I bet so.
Metro arrived on scene to have everything checked out, and off they went to take care of things for him. It could have been a lot worse than that. It's only a foot that we're talking about.
And that means that it was a quarter of an inch away for being the rest of his body.
Yes, sir. That 1 foot.
Man, I tell you, it's always...
And also, let me, like when I'm doing lives on the street corners, let me give it a cover there. It's not to say that your foot ain't hurt and it ain't hurting real bad.
Yeah.
When I say minor, it could have been, well, you could not be here with us.
Yeah, that
Just to
far
be
away,
clear.
1/2 of a second made a difference right there. Because these guys, they slam on brakes, hit on a blinker, and next thing you know, they've jumped out of the vehicle and off they go. And you're
They're-
sitting there going, dude, that is not safe.
Stepping and fetching is what it is.
I bet he stops and pokes his head out and looks both ways before he gets at the next one.
With me. But thank
Yeah.
goodness he is okay. That for the most
Yeah,
part, there we
yeah.
don't know the rest of the story after he left there, but we are glad that it was not worse than it was. What is this I spy? Mile marker 79, Odie headed toward Jackson, Mississippi, at Morton. As we near it, what's that black stuff? It's,
There's a little bit of smoke here, ain't it?
it's an incident that Odie won't have to go to.
That's it. Not in my county.
Look at this of the black smoke pouring.
Wow.
What? You've
That
been
could be tires, or it could be some fuel, could be some
We're gonna get right up here
plastics,
because that's jet
that's some
black.
thick stuff right there. Yeah.
And as you get closer here, the entire cab of the 18-wheeler is on fire. Look at this as we get up here.
Oh wow.
It's that's marshmallow stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah. He hit something, broke a fuel cell, and
But the
had some
cab
sparks.
totally gone. Look at
Oh,
that.
wow. Yeah.
So the things that we run into on the highways and byways, and as always, we appreciate it. Folks sending in what they see out there. We do appreciate that. Let's talk about a mess that's going on in Meridian. It's going to be great when it's over. It's just a little right now of a headache as we go back to the chicken basket. Let's go to the chicken basket there. 5 Points is where this is. If you take a right, you go up
Yeah.
toward the hospitals. All this area has been getting paved this week, and it is a little annoying. But again, as we remind you, this will make the road smooth, and it's just a couple of 3 days here that we've got to slow down and take some routes around everything. Just keep it in mind as those guys are working hard. I know you're in a hurry, but the payoff on this is good.
You know, and I didn't think I'd ever have to say something like this. But if you've got 2 lanes, you know, one for this way,
Yeah.
one's for this way, and this one has got barrels all the way across it, this lane, it's closed. It doesn't mean just that small portion where the barrel is, where you go into oncoming traffic and come back around the barrels and get back on the road. Something has failed in education-wise around here, especially with driving. Wow. People have
wait a
no
minute.
clue. They think that only the barrel width of the road is closed, so they go around in oncoming traffic to get back on the other side of the barrel, and you can see the rest of the cones all the way down the road.
Did I mention, Odie, you don't have to take a driver's test anymore in the state of Mississippi?
Ding, ding, ding. How's that working out for you? Because these people have no clue.
Was it, and again, I don't know the circumstances. I just remember going to the scene and standing there going, the head-on wreck that we had, it was a slow-speed head-on collision with the barrels over by
Yeah.
Applebee's
Yeah.
last week. Sort of what you're talking about there. And again, I don't know. You come out of a restaurant, you go to eat, and there's barrels, and you look both ways, and you can make a mistake, we know.
Yeah, sheeple. I'm going to go back to one of my favorite sayings. And these people vote. They don't have a clue how to drive. Oh, it irks me to no end. How do you people get a license? But you said the key word. They don't have to take a test. We had to parallel park.
Oh, yeah, I remember those days up at the Kemper County Courthouse.
You had to parallel park.
Make it fit in there. Let's stop on this hill with this standard. Make sure that you can take off
That's right.
from a start.
You can knock a whole generation out by cursive writing and a standard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You sure could. Hey, we mentioned this, and we'd love for y'all to send us yours because we always know there's fall festivals. There is also trick or treating. This is our first one that we get in from the Russell Fire and Rescue. Their trunk or treat will be October the 26th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, again, if you've got one, we'd love to know about it so we can let all the kiddos know where to get candy. The 26th. Look at that calendar. What day of the week is that on?
That there, the 26th is going to be on a Saturday.
Okay, on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So the 31st is in the middle of the week then.
The 31st is going to be on a Thursday.
Okay, on a Thursday. Okay. So this will be the Saturday before trick or treat.
Go out there and support them. They do a good little trunk or treat.
Yes, sir.
And have fun time for the kids. It's not just walk up. They're going to do something else for them, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of, did I see that Bailey and all the guys are getting ready for the haunted house?
The haunted house there, the haunted house is coming up real soon. We were out there yesterday. Had to help take some stuff out there to help them out. I love working with these guys. We're going to have someone come in and talk about that, but this haunted house is going to start. I need to double check. It may be this weekend.
Really?
That they start that. And
they had a sign up the whole 9 yards.
And so I need to double check. If any of y'all out there is watching, text me yay or nay on that. But they're raising money to build a brand new station, and that's good for the community as a whole.
Let's just check their Facebook page and see if there's. Nope, nothing there yet.
And we're talking about. This is a haunted house that makes. Go to Bailey Haunted House.
There's a such thing as that?
Yeah, there's a Bailey Haunted Firehouse.
Let's see.
Somewhere on there.
Bailey Haunted Firehouse. Let's see what we got here. Is that it? It's got the right address. Highway 495.
That's going to be it right there. Starts the 4th is what it looks like.
Let's see here for info. Where do you go for info here, Odie? Usually there's a little link there to where you can click on it and find out.
Yeah, but
yeah, we're not getting anywhere with that.
Yep, that's not helping. We're going to find out, but this is always making the top list of the scariest haunted house in Mississippi, one of the scariest in the United States. I mean, they do a lot of work, and this year I heard that you were going to walk through it with me, and we were going to do some filming.
We'll do some filming, but I'm going to stand on the outside and you tell me how it is. I'm going to look at the viewfinder there. It says this Saturday, as we look at this, Odie. Let's go back to that. It says this Saturday at 1900 hours.
So 7 o'clock, starting this weekend, Friday and Saturday, I'd go ahead and say it's going to be on.
Yeah, so a lot of people look forward to this every year.
A lot of people go through this.
Yeah, I'm going to sit right here. Give y'all updates from here. Me and Stanley stood around and talked outside last year. I had a great time with Stanley. We'll be right back. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, plus they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray and Odie. Good morning to you right now as we move toward a high of 85 later today. Enjoy yourself. Ooh, look who's having a birthday, Odie.
This is a very special birthday. Like him, love him, honorable. He is the oldest living president. He's been out of office now 46 years,
Has
I
it
believe.
been that long?
Something like that. And today, President Jimmy Carter turns 100 years old.
Now, we've never had a president live that long before, have we?
No.
This is the very
I
first
believe
one?
this is the only one that's made it to 100, if I'm not mistaken. Now, he is on hospice care, but he's been on hospice care for
A year?
probably a
over?
year. And now, Miss Roslyn, the first lady, when did she die?
It's been a few.
It's been-
3 years ago?
I don't think has it been that long?
It maybe not, but everybody expected him to go quickly after her
Right
because
after that.
normally you do your spouse, y'all soulmate thing that takes place there.
When Mama was still able to go all the time, her and some friends, they'd get on a bus and they'd make a trip to Georgia, and they would go to his Sunday school class. And he would teach Sunday school. So she's been gone for about a year.
About a year,
Thank you,
okay.
little one. But
Yeah.
happy birthday, Jimmy.
Sweet couple. You just have to give it where it is.
Yeah.
We go to 1927 next to this guy, and I think he's deceased now. Yeah, back in 2010. You knew him as, well, the Cunningham.
Mr. Cunningham. Yeah.
Tom Bosley was born on this day back in 27. And of course, I always forget that he had such a big role in Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Days as Howard Cunningham.
I wonder if that's his own hair.
I guess. I don't know. He never touched it like the Fonz
You know,
did.
he did didn't he do that big hair commercial thing?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Oh, well.
Most of them end up either hawk your house to us or buy some gold coins. I'm William Devane. Times are tough. Buy some gold.
Yeah.
Most of us had to suffer through this. And
Well, I
call
thought
it,
you watched it all the time.
It was awful, Odie. Because we got, y'all remember, 3 channels, and if you had the news on the other 2, you were stuck with this.
No,
And they
I'd go
couldn't
find a Tonka toy or something.
It was the most worst singing I've ever heard. As we remember, Julie Andrews, born in 35, and the sound of music.
I just wasn't
The
going to do it.
hills are alive. It's like a Ricola commercial gone bad.
No.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know it won a bunch of Oscars, but apparently they don't know what they voted on. Let's just be honest about this. I mean, Gator was out about the same time as this, and Burt Reynolds should have won that award that year.
I think somebody paid somebody for a vote.
He was driving
Do
the
you think
LT.
things like that really happen?
Do you remember the LTD that had all the chrome painted black on it, and he was running Shine? Lot better movie. Who could forget Peaches and Herb
Peaches and Herb.
reunited like it, and it feels so good.
Yeah.
Herb has a birthday today, born in 42. What I didn't know was there have been 7 Peaches, but only 1 Herb.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had no clue about that.
Did
He
they
just-
get too ripe and he had to replace them?
Apparently, he changed out some peaches. That was an interesting little fact that I did not know. Now,
It's full.
this next guy, I don't know that he looks woolly now, but he's got long hair and he's kind of scary. Yeah. But man, this guy played a part. His brother is A-lister.
Yes, he is.
This made this guy come. Well, he still comes to your home every Christmas. Cousin Eddie.
It was.
Randy Quaid was born on this day. He's 71, I think, 1950.
Oh, man,
so,
no, 74.
74. Wow, Randy Quaid. Now, he's been in a lot of other movies, but you can scratch all of them. That's the one that he'll go down in history.
Clark, you said, I want to get you something real nice this year.
No, yeah. Beverly says that The Sound of Music is her daughter's favorite movie.
Well, there's one.
And Deborah, she loved it.
There's two.
Okay. Well, we just have different taste in movies, I guess. It's like watching Lawrence Welk to me.
No, but I could have watched Lawrence over there.
1955, Jackie Gleason, was he not an actor?
He was. He was funny, especially, he was a bus driver.
Sure was. It premiered today in 1955. It was all black and white. Somewhere out there in TV land, they're running reruns of it. I haven't seen any in years.
Well, what is the name of that? I've got, and that's where I watch most of my Matlock, and I watch most of
MeTV?
No, it's not MeTV. There's a whole Matlock channel, and there's a whole Raymond Burr, Perry Mason channel, and there's one on there that's playing a lot of that. But it's a free channel. But I tell you, it ain't Hulu. I got it, but it's something else. There's another channel out there. Honey, help me out. But anyway, I love it.
Didn't know this. 1956, they got him to reshoot the ending of this. And probably the most serious movie that he ever did. It was called Love Me Tender.
Yeah.
After they'd done some studio audience testing, they realized that the hero should not die. Elvis had to reshoot the ending of Love Me Tender. Wow. That was a good show. It truly was the first time that he almost got to act, because after that the Colonel got to thinking, well, I can make more money off of him doing a song every 5 minutes in the movie rather than acting. And that's what really went on.
So Randy got me on the right path. Pluto TV.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, that's...
we're getting Ruco, we're getting YouTube mentioned.
Mm-mm. But it's Pluto. So Steve knows what I'm talking about. He watches it too.
Never heard of no Pluto.
Yeah,
Pluto's
good.
Wasn't that puppy dog?
It's an app.
But wasn't Pluto a character?
He was a dog and he was a planet at one time.
Okay.
Until they robbed him of that.
Let me shock y'all. I didn't know that Steve McGarrett, Jack Lord, ever played another part in anything. I honestly did not know that. He was just always Jack Lord standing on that balcony there, Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, he was the main character in this. In '62, the TV show was called Stony Burke. It premiered today. That's been quite a while ago.
It must not have made it down here.
I don't think it did. I've never seen it in a rerun.
I hadn't either.
It made it to May of '63, so there are episodes out there somewhere. But
yeah, not many.
It was kind of hard for that Grand Marquis to come sliding across the screen there on that old horse there. Couldn't keep up. 1962, a legend would hit TV tonight and be with you way up into the 90s, maybe close to 2000. I don't remember when he quit.
Collinsville.
It's a Swami.
Johnny Carson takes over The Tonight Show in '62. That guy was good.
Yes, he was.
And he kept his word. He said, I'm retiring. He didn't come back and do a world tour and bother you ever again. You never heard from him again.
Bye-bye.
I mean, I didn't even remember seeing him at the grocery store. Now they track Dick Van Dyke down, handed out $100. You didn't even see him do that. I think he had somebody go do it for him.
I'm staying inside. Y'all go do what y'all gonna do.
Now, I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he played a great part. Anybody remember watching La Bamba?
I'm gonna say Isa Manuel Morales Jr.
There you go. Straight from Odie. We're going to call him the brother of Richie Valens is what we'll call him. Remember that part?
Yep.
There he is. He has a birthday today, born in '62. And he did do that. He'd done the drawing in the movie of the cartoon characters, if you'll remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. 62, this premiered. This must have been a big year, 1962, is the Lucy show premiered. This would be after I Love Lucy. And it was a little while later. Today, in 1969, this is probably one of her most famous. Now, we've all had some Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man. And,
Yeah.
After the Fire's Gone and The Peel, and the list goes on. But one of the most famous she ever had, Coal Miner's Daughter, was recorded today in 69, 55 years ago.
Dang, I didn't
In
know
the
it was
hills
that
of
old,
Butcher
but
Holler.
yeah.
It hung around forever there. We brought up this song last week. It was 1974 that you were still dropping coins in the old jukebox.
Yep.
And it was Olivia Newton-John, If You Love Me, Let Me Know. If you don't, then let me go.
Then let me go.
And then I think, was it the Jordanaires in the background that done that? That old
That I don't know.
It sounded like them.
It,
That was a deep note. You remember that?
I remember it now, but I don't remember who, what, where, and when.
Okay, all right. I didn't watch this ever. I ain't going to, because you ain't scaring me.
You know, that's a true story.
I've heard that. That's why I ain't going to watch it. 74, Texas Chainsaw Massacre premiered.
Now, just the first one. The other four was just remakes.
You could see this at the Bailey Haunted House probably also.
We're not going to give out any kind of information, but there's no telling what you'll see there.
Oh, her trembling fingers dial the telephone.
That's before he got shot up with his
It
permanent
is. It
maker
is.
face.
He's her husband's best friend that he's ever had, but he couldn't stop. He simply had to go hook up with her after his best friend went to work. Daytime friends and nighttime lovers.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers claimed the #1 spot today in 1977. Kenny was what you would call the cat's meow back in the 70s and 80s in country music. Big for him. I'd almost forgotten about this. Who remembers this guy and playing? I think he was like a British character, Remington Steele.
Yeah.
It premiered today back in '82.
Now, didn't he do a Bond?
He was a Bond.
James Bond.
Sure was.
I don't think he was the best one.
No. I'm. It's a toss
Sean
up.
Connery was about the best one that you could have.
Followed by Roger Miller.
And then Roger Moore.
Yeah. Miller. Roger
Miller.
Where did that come from?
But these other ones, they ain't. They just
And
ain't quite up to speed, I'd say.
She had. It sounded like she just finished a pack of Pall Malls when she went into the studio to record this, and I think she smoked them all at one time. A total eclipse of the heart.
Total eclipse.
Bonnie Tyler had the #1 song with that Billboard chart #1. That was a huge hit. Once in my life, I was falling apart. I don't know the rest. He don't either.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, if it came on, I could sing along with it.
Nothing but a heartache.
Who's won the funnier James Bond there? I don't know who
I don't
won
think
it.
any of them were funny.
I don't either.
Weren't they all serious and trying to hurt somebody?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. 1985, Ronnie Millsap had the #1. Who remembers this? Lost in the 50s tonight. Been a while since I heard Captain Crunch and You in the Morning. Been a while there. But I do remember this. A little ditty about
yeah.
Jack and Diane. Y'all remember that? We can't sing, but we're trying real hard for y'all.
We don't want to run y'all off. It's still early.
It went #1. It was off that album American Fool, and he done Little Pink Houses for You and Me. Y'all remember those? B.J. Thomas. Anybody remember him? This was
I don't know
this.
if I know him.
Yeah, you do. Raindrops keep falling on my
Oh,
head.
yeah, okay.
That's his signature song there. And back in '83, he had a small comeback. He had actually the first video that was played on CMT videos. They opened CMT with his very first video. That was the first one ever played. It was called Two Car Garage. I want a 2-car garage and a... But this was the comeback when he was trying to... I'm getting new looks from an old lover tonight. Y'all remember that?
I think I remember that.
He was kind of rough looking, BJ. And it seemed like he had another song outside of Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. He done a heck of a version of Hank Williams. What song did he do by The Midnight Train. Yeah, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Done a big version of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a long time ago. Boy, I'd almost forgotten about this, Odie.
Has it been 7 years?
Yes.
Wow.
Jason Aldean was performing tonight. He was taking the stage in Las Vegas. Do y'all remember this, the Vegas shooting?
Yeah.
32nd floor, that guy had been taking in ammo all week long. I had almost forgotten about all of that.
Yeah, that was the terrible.
Yeah, BJ did do a gospel album as well, Terry reminded us.
Good deal.
Now, we'll be right back as we travel along this early morning. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit parisrents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
It is us again, and I'll tell you, as we get this day going, I wanted to bring up these folks right here, Odie. They do a lot for us.
Yes, they do, and all you've got to do is give them a call, tell them what you want or what you want to sell, and they will do all the work for you. Go on their website. You can find their website on Facebook. There's a link. Click on it. Go to all the listings that they have. If you see a house that someone else has got and you contact Snowden and Company, they can help you set up a time to go and look at that home. Whether you're wanting a home, whether you're wanting just a piece of property, whether it's here, Clark County, it doesn't matter. They can help you find any of the houses that they've got that will fit your needs, whether it's upsizing, downsizing, you never know. But some of the nicest people in the business will sit there and take care of you. They know what they're doing. They know how to make these deals go. And look at this. There's cars. You can take tours of each one of these houses. You don't have to just look at a picture. You can take a tour. Look at the inside, the outside, and see if that's what you want.
Check them out. You'll be glad you did there. They'll take real good care of you. I want to put this up. Let's see if I've got this done right now, Odie. We had a picture sent in.
Homecoming week coming up. Tell me Scotty Ray is on the job.
Griffin just as dressed as me for homecoming.
Oh, that hat's got that little fold right there in the middle. So
yeah, that'd be where I hit the front of a door.
Somebody saw you coming and slammed the doors open.
That's about what happened there.
Oh, but the Scotty Ray Report sitting off there in his
so that is and
vest.
that is just cute as it can be and very, very humbling, and we do appreciate that more than you know. That's some kind of good. We appreciate you so much doing that.
Yeah. As you go throughout your day, I want to remind you that no matter where you go, every store in our area sells a Coca-Cola.
Oh, boy, let me tell you.
And they're ice cold. And, yeah, you can get a Diet Coke or any of their other flavors. But a Coca-Cola, locally, right here, you help out two businesses. You help out the business that you're getting a Coke from, and you're helping out Meridian Coca-Cola right here at home. And I tell you, there's nothing like a good cold Coke going down the old esophagus, getting down to the old tummy. It'll cool you off, make you feel good, and keep you on throughout the day. Coca-Cola.
I went to a grand opening Friday, and this one just happened to be Ken to Greg.
We're sorry.
Total Rehab has a new location there on 14th Street, right there at 10th Avenue, and Greg was holding court there as I went by there. Old Rhiann, she was all in charge there, and we had a good time. Big thank you to inviting us by, as they take care of you. So again, that's on the corner of 10th. Can't miss it there on the right. Drop in and visit with them if you need some rehab. Also this weekend, this was a big deal. We didn't get a chance yesterday to bring it up with all of our guests that we had, but we had the big turnout as everybody went to Rose Hill Cemetery. A lot of characters. And who's that?
Wait a minute.
I think you know him.
He looks familiar. It's that caterpillar that's throwing me off.
He's got a better stash these days.
Oh, yeah.
He's improved that stash. Sheriff Ward Calhoun there is, they do the great things there from the cemetery.
And he portrays a family member, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
That's his grandfather.
His grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
Yeah. And that's pretty cool to be able to do a third person for your great-grandfather and tell the story of him.
We had someone that lost their glasses at Bonita Lakes, and I wanted to, this is roughly what they look like. They're blue framed. If you happen to see those, inbox us. We'll get those back to the owner of that. There's nothing worse than losing your glasses, especially after you just get them.
Well, I've got mine, but I think the prescription doesn't run out. I got
getting weak.
Yeah. Oh, corrective lenses, my butt.
Didn't work out. Huh?
They ain't corrected nothing.
Can't see. Saturday, also, I went out to West Lauderdale. They had a lot of bands. Northeast was there. All the local schools, as they took to the field. They were playing instruments and doing all that good stuff there at the school.
Yeah. There's nothing. I was in the band, and we had all of those band competitions and everything. So
a lot of you were out there.
Yeah.
So we appreciate everybody participating in that and helping out with that. It's always good to show that support. And I hate you weren't with me on this.
Are you going to bring one home? Is that a leash?
He was on a leash. I didn't know this about a monkey, but you can't hold a monkey because they go to squealing. You got to let them.
So he's got to hold you?
He's got to hold you, and it's very hard not to.
Hold him.
Yeah. But
I still want an orangutan.
Well, they had one of them there too, I think. They
had, didn't call me?
Had the pony. I think I took a picture with the horse that's in here somewhere.
You didn't call. They had an orangutan, and you didn't call me, my favorite monkey.
This was huge, Odie. The lean on me thing downtown.
Yeah.
This was tons of. There's me and the horse. Now don't be talking about the horse because it had purple hair. It wasn't his fault.
Say a whole lot, so he didn't have nothing to do with it.
No, he was just. He goes, look what they done to me. He was that, Odie.
Look at that. That is my sister and my. Is he a great nephew? Because he's my nephew.
If she could make it, you could make it. We looked for you. She goes, "Where's Odie?" I said, "I don't know. I ain't heard from him." There you go. But it just went on and on of the many different. Look there. He was looking for you.
We had both of them in a cage.
Yeah, we had turtles and all kinds of things there. And they had all this going on inside the Max there.
Wow.
But it again, y'all look for this to come back next year because it turned out so well. The rock climbing wall. And there's that monkey again. He's everywhere.
That monkey is all over the place.
He was. What are
is
those?
Is that a daggum...
is that a possum?
That's what I'm thinking.
It looks like a possum. That old poor turtle there, he couldn't get out no matter. He was trying to do a breakout, and we tried to help him.
I just want to get out on the run.
Also, Friday night, downtown Meridian, they had the Blues Festival. They blocked off the street, and they had all the blues singers come up on stage. A lot went on there. Larry Gill and all the gang there from Meridian were there as they brought in a blues festival. Then they had the thing on Saturday also for the kids. So if you had a chance to go out to those, and the road was blocked, and you had to go the other way around as they done it, just to be on the safe side that nobody was hurt. And again, you know this guy; he was there on Saturday singing.
Oh man, I tell you, anytime he's around, you get a chance. go see him, support him, because he will be a big star. He is well on his way.
Great singer, great singer there. And I also want to bring this up, Odie. These guys went that extra mile there as they built a podium for the judges. Southeast did this.
Well, good job.
So a big thank you for them to give that to the judges. They did that right when we were on air, so we couldn't get there.
Oh, that's right. Sure did. All right, that wasn't a possum.
Are you sure?
Well, they're now saying that them was ferrets.
Boy, I would mistake
I
it.
thought ferrets was long.
I thought they were skinny, like.
Yeah.
But like a possum.
I guess they fed them.
We would not be good zoo instructors. That's what this amounts to. What we have
even
here.
Identify. What do y'all think it is, boys and girls?
That's what we're going with. Oh, we'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
That means we got
it's us again.
We got to earn our living here.
Here we are.
This is something to be very concerned about as we see that up this eastern coastline.
But it's all the way to Gulf too.
Yeah, dock workers have begun a strike.
They're saying that they want more money, better wages, and that they have a problem with a lot of autonomous, I guess, robots taking their place, that less of the automation and more people. But do you know what kind of raise that they've asked for? You know, they went to the table and asked for a 77% raise.
How much?
77%.
Well, that's not fair.
Do you know what the around the base salary for this job is?
Nope.
$81,000
And they want
a
more
year.
now?
And you got something that's up there making $200,000 a year. They want a 77% raise. Who's going to pay for that?
Well, you will.
We are.
With the
Every
goods.
single one of us. We're going to pay for that.
I see that, and it says if a strike were deemed a danger to the U.S. economy and health, which I think it would be,
as of today,
Biden could, under the Taft-Hartley Act, seek a court order to end it for 80 days immediately for what they call a cooling off period. We don't need our food prices going. People, I was in a business yesterday, and he said, I have a lot of customers that get paid once a month, and he goes, they don't make any more. Their check stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, man, I try to keep my prices to where they can keep coming to me. And all across America, it's that way. Fixed incomes, they just can't take much more. We need help here.
Here's my idea on it. You're making $81,000 a year. Say you're working 7 days a week, 6 days a week. You're making a good living. Here's the thing. Y'all be glad I'm not president. I just go ahead and flat out tell them, say, look, here's my thought. You got 3 days to get your butt back to work. And if you don't, I tell them y'all fired. Y'all go hire you some new people. This kind of crap right here is destroying America.
As you pointed out, making $77,000, it would jump the rate to $143,000 per year. And that's straight time.
That's straight time. That's not overtime. 143. You're making 81 now, and you want 143.
This could be horrifying.
Man, y'all are crazy, and y'all let this happen.
I understand that's over 6 years, but that's still 77%. They were asking for the 77% to be spread over 6 years, but and let's be honest about this.
You can't afford that over 6 years.
The CEOs of these large companies also need to take cuts. We know this, and that is profits have turned into high, and you can't make it off minimum wage due to companies wanting more and more and more and more profit. The word that we're looking for here is probably going to be greed.
Well,
we got to have Odie manufacturing made in America.
That is it. Here's the problem. We don't do anything over here. We tried to get some of that back 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And get that going back over in the United States, but we don't. Now let's don't make it here. Let's let everything go to Mexico, or let's let everything come from China.
And here's something else you don't think of, Odie. You ever notice how many pine trees we've got now? Used to, that was not the scenery of our landscape. When you'd go down the road, you'd see a John Deere tractor with some dust flying. Well, the U.S. of A. government came in and said, you know what? You don't need to farm anymore. We're going to put some pine trees there.
Don't do that. We're going to farm trees, not corn and not food. We're not going to do it. We'll buy food from other countries. Let's farm trees.
What has happened. If something were to go wrong, we wouldn't be able to get our food. The American used to be the supplier for other countries. You know, we got issues that we need to fix.
We do.
That's small thoughts, but
here's another one.
Start at home.
Start at home. Bring manufacturing jobs back here. Let's provide our own medication. You know where most of our medication comes from?
Foreign country.
China.
Is that where it's made?
Yeah. Most everything we've got comes from overseas. Do it here. Now, the flood, devastating. Wiped it out. Do you know what else it caused? People have lost their mind because they don't know what to do with a cashless society. Power's out, internet's out. People have no idea how to look at reservations at hotels. They're not renting rooms because they don't have internet. They can't take credit cards because they don't have internet to run the credit card. They don't take cash because they don't know what to do with cash. So people are losing money, the owners of these companies, and people are not getting services because they don't know what to do with cash because they relied on a cashless society.
And we don't need to do that.
And we relied on internet.
There's nothing like coming home and dropping the $2 worth of change that you forgot to use that day out of your pocket.
And let it build and let it build. But cashless society, y'all pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
And vote. Get educated.
Yes, sir. You got any birthdays?
We do have some birthdays. Rodney Watts, 62 years old. Laura Keller Sparks, 54. Brittany Stahl, 35. Terry Reese, 70. Sharon Fagan, 77. J.D. Neal's got a birthday. Betty Aycock, 94 years young today. And let's say, it's not his birthday.
Who's that?
But at least once a week, Mark Ingram gets accused of having a birthday.
Does he now?
Yeah, and he has to keep coming on here going, it's not my birthday. It's coming up. So, Mark, let us know a couple days before it really is your birthday. We're going to make a big deal out of it because at least once a week somebody tries to give you a birthday. But it's not his birthday, but he is with us each and every day. That is something. Mark.
I also see, Odie, here that banks, Citibank and Chase, over the last week, between the two of them, have closed 11 branches nationwide. We do see a lot of branches fading away, and they're driving them. The smaller towns are reported getting hurt here with these, where they'll close a branch in a small town. We need those little banks. Remember back when Lauderdale used to have one?
Yeah.
I remember that back in the day.
That's back when you didn't have to take a picture of your check and deposit it.
Miss Helen Brown. I remember that somebody tried to rob that bank, if I remember right, years ago. It was a double wide.
Like that, did they?
You remember the double wide that used to be up there?
Yes, it sure was.
Only bank I've ever known of in a double wide.
Well, we had another one right over here by Hardy's on North Hills.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that one.
Yep, it was a Bank of Meridian.
See,
Or a Great Southern.
Today's criminal would back up and hook to it and take the whole bank with him. Just saying. We got smarter criminals now.
Y'all watch this.
Odie, if you got a Bible verse for us.
We need a little Jesus, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, 2 Corinthians 10, verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Whew. That was a lot of, I don't pre-read these things. I'm glad I can get through there, but I would never know what the Lord Jesus Christ is going to push our way to push out to you. But I do know one thing, and that's for sure, is the love that Jesus Christ has for you, and the blood that he has shed for each and every one of us to have everlasting life. Invite him into your heart. Ask him to forgive you of your sins, and he will do just that and lead you to a better life. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Don't worry, Wednesday's coming. That means Friday's on its way.
Oh, yeah.
But until then, remember, there's one thing for sure. We love you.